Hello, it's Henry the computer guy. Actually, going to be taking you through computer, but before we draw into deeper, I'll first of all talk about what we call the desktop. Before we go any further, I'll talk about what we call the desktop. Specifically, the Windows operating system is what we call the desktop, consisting of the items we are going to look at here. You're seeing this part. The whole of this is what we call the desktop, the Windows desktop. It is the desktop. So specifically, we have many items here. We have what we call the start. We have what we call the start button. We have what we call this the taskbar. This one that passes here up to this end. We have icons here. We have shortcuts here. We have the background. You see this image behind. So it's what we call the background. So let me explain one by one. I'm going to begin with what we call the taskbar. The taskbar is specifically this one that is holding what we call the start button and currently running programs. So this thing that is down here that holds currently running programs and the start button is what we call the taskbar. That means that if I'm to open any item onto my screen here, let's say if I open my folder here, so it comes here. So it will come here showing me that I'm having currently running some items here. So it is specifically the taskbar. It shows the start button and the currently running programs. Let me talk about icons. An icon is specifically a graphical representation of information. So, for example, we have the recycle bin, we have my computer, we have the folders. So, it is an image that represents information onto our desktop. Remember, we have said that our desktop is the entire screen here we are having. This is the entire screen we are having as the desktop. But onto that desktop, we can have what we call the icons. And I've said an icon is specifically those images that are going to be representing information on the Windows desktop. For example, I've told you we can have the recycle bin, we can have the PC, or we can have my computer, we can have network, we can have folders, many of them. Those are the icons. Then let's talk about what we call the shortcuts. Shortcuts are specifically those images that provide an easy access to an application. When we look at our desktop here, we have many items here, but they are having an arrow. Those ones having arrows, you look at them, they are having arrows. They are the ones we call the shortcuts. So they specifically provide us with an easy access to an application software that we have installed onto our computer. Assuming that I installed my, let's say, uTorrent, or I installed my internet download manager. So what it does, it will provide me with a shortcut onto the desktop such that I can easily access it with ease. Not going to, let's say I come to start, I go to all programs, I look for it. No, it will provide an easy shortcut here onto the desktop. Then let me talk about what we call the background. The background is specifically that screen that provides an access interface to applications. Are we together? It provides an access interface to applications that we have here. For example, this thing that is behind our desktop. For example, you're seeing an image of something behind here. So when I open an application, it will be open here, but the background will always remain behind. So it provides an access interface to applications. Then lastly, I'm going to talk about what we call the start button. A start button is specifically an ever-present button in the left bottom corner with a number of options. That means that when I come, I need an item or I need an application software. So I can come here, I click on start, then I look for it. I can come to programs. For example, if I want to load Microsoft Word, I'll come to programs, then I'll look for Microsoft Word. I'll come to this one. Then I pick any item that I want from the list. So it is specifically an ever-present button at the left bottom corner with a number of what? Number of options. So that one has specifically that one has been the introduction to our desktop. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.